What would happen if a conflict were to occur between India and Pakistan and its allies? An intriguing question indeed. Let's delve into the military might of India to understand the country's readiness for such a conflict. India's military prowess is formidable, a force to be reckoned with. The sheer size of its armed forces is staggering. It ranks second worldwide in terms of active military personnel, with over 1,300,000 soldiers in active duty. This is a testament to India's manpower, a fundamental pillar of its military strength. But the strength of a military isn't just measured in numbers. It's also about the technology they wield. And in this arena, India is no slouch. The country is part of an exclusive club of nations that possess nuclear capabilities, a powerful deterrent in the theater of war. But it doesn't stop there. India's technological advancements in warfare extend to cutting-edge missile systems, state-of-the-art aircraft, and stealth submarines, all contributing to a well-rounded and technologically advanced military. Now, let's talk geography. India's strategic geographical locations play a crucial role in its defense. The country is surrounded by water on three sides and has a complex terrain of mountains, deserts, and dense forests. This natural fortification offers a significant advantage in times of conflict, providing a robust line of defense and complicating the task for any potential aggressor. Moreover, India's advantageous positioning of military bases and installations further enhances its defensive and offensive capabilities. These strategic locations, coupled with the country's vast network of roads and railways, allow for rapid mobilization of troops and resources, making India a tough nut to crack in any potential conflict scenario. India, with its vast military resources and strategic locations, is a formidable opponent on the battlefield. As we delve deeper into this topic, we'll explore the military capabilities of Pakistan and its allies, hypothetical conflict scenarios, and the potential strategies India could employ to emerge victorious. But for now, let's appreciate the military might of India, a force that stands tall and ready to face any challenge. How does Pakistan's military strength combined with its allies stack up against India? Let's delve into this question. Pakistan's military might is formidable. With an active military force numbering over 600,000, it's one of the largest standing armies in the world. This vast force is complemented by a reserve of 500,000, a substantial number to bolster the front lines if necessary. But the strength of an army isn't solely determined by its size. Pakistan's military arsenal also holds a significant nuclear capability. While the exact number of warheads is a closely guarded secret, estimates suggest they have between 100 to 150. This nuclear deterrent adds a layer of complexity to any potential conflict scenario, making it a high-stakes game of strategy and diplomacy. Beyond its own military capabilities, Pakistan can count on the support of some powerful allies. China, for instance, has been a long-standing strategic partner, offering both military and economic aid. Their alliance is cemented by mutual interests in the region, and China's impressive military might could be a game-changer in any potential conflict. Additionally, Turkey, another ally, has been vocal in its support for Pakistan, and their military cooperation has deepened over the years. Though not as powerful as China, Turkey's strategic location and military capabilities could offer Pakistan tactical advantages. It's crucial to consider these factors when assessing the potential challenges India might face. The combination of Pakistan's formidable military strength, its nuclear deterrent, and the backing of its allies creates a complex and potentially daunting scenario. However, it's important to remember that allies and capabilities don't guarantee victory. War is a game of strategy and resilience, of understanding your enemy's strengths and exploiting their weaknesses. And while the scale of these challenges is significant, they are not insurmountable. Pakistan, with the backing of its allies, cannot be underestimated in a potential conflict. But as we'll discuss in the next scene, neither can India's strategic prowess and military might. What could be the possible outcomes of a hypothetical conflict between India and Pakistan? Let's start with an all-out war scenario. This would be the most catastrophic and least likely scenario. In such a case, India's superior numbers and advanced weaponry could potentially give it an edge. However, the cost of such a conflict would be devastatingly high for both sides, not just in terms of human lives, but also economically and politically. Therefore, it is in the best interest of both nations to avoid this scenario. moving on to a localized conflict similar to the Kargil War of 1999. In this instance, the conflict is restricted to a specific geographic region. India's strategy would likely be focused on quick and decisive action to neutralize the threat and regain control of the disputed area. The Indian military's experience in high-altitude warfare, combined with its advanced surveillance technology, could provide a significant advantage in this type of conflict. Now let's consider a third scenario, a cyber warfare attack. In the digital age, cyber warfare has become an increasingly important aspect of national security. In this scenario, the conflict would be fought not on the ground, but in the digital realm. The objective would be to disrupt or disable critical infrastructure such as power grids, communication networks, and defense systems. India has been investing heavily in its cybersecurity capabilities and has a dedicated agency, the National Cybersecurity Coordinator, to handle such threats. In a cyber warfare scenario, India's strategy would likely involve both defensive measures to protect its own infrastructure and offensive measures to neutralize the threat. Last but not least, we must consider a hybrid war scenario. This involves a combination of conventional warfare, guerrilla tactics, and cyber warfare. The aim is to destabilize the enemy through a variety of means, including spreading disinformation, inciting internal conflicts, and carrying out targeted attacks. In this scenario, India's strategy would need to be multi-pronged and flexible, capable of responding to a wide range of threats. It's important to note that these are all hypothetical scenarios. The reality of modern warfare is complex and unpredictable, and any conflict would likely involve elements of all these scenarios to varying degrees. Moreover, it's worth mentioning that war is not a solution to the problems between India and Pakistan. Dialogue, diplomacy, and mutual respect are the only viable paths to peace and prosperity for both nations. In every scenario, India's approach would be determined by its strategic goals and the nature of the conflict. How can India effectively counter Pakistan and its allies in a conflict situation? A question that piques curiosity and demands a thorough exploration. To answer this, let's delve into India's potential strategies for winning such a conflict. Firstly, India's diplomatic prowess cannot be underestimated. Over the years, India has established strong diplomatic relations with countries across the globe. These relations could play a pivotal role in swaying international opinion and garnering support should a conflict arise. India's diplomatic strategies are not only about creating alliances, but also about isolating its adversaries, thus weakening their standing. Secondly, we cannot overlook the role of technology. India has made significant strides in technological advancements, especially in the field of defense. From the development of sophisticated missile systems to advanced surveillance capabilities, India's technological might forms a formidable strategy. Moreover, cyber warfare is a new frontier, and India's growing prowess in this area could prove to be a crucial advantage. The next strategy is exploiting geographical advantages. India's diverse and challenging terrain offers a strategic advantage in defense. The mountainous regions in the north, the dense forest in the east, and the vast coastline all around, each offer unique defense opportunities that India could leverage. Lastly, let's talk about international relations. The international community's role in conflict resolution is significant. India's standing in the world, its role in global forums like the United Nations, and its relations with world powers can all greatly influence the outcome of a conflict. India's potential winning strategies are not about outright aggression. Instead, they are about a balanced approach that combines diplomacy, technology, geography, and international relations. This multifaceted approach is India's strength, enabling it to respond effectively to different scenarios and adversaries. In conclusion, India's winning strategy lies in its ability to adapt and respond effectively to the nature and scale of the conflict. It's not just about military might, but also about smart strategies and the ability to leverage various advantages. After all, in the complex game of geopolitics, it's often the most adaptable that survive and thrive. In conclusion, how does the balance of power lie between India and Pakistan in the event of a conflict? We've embarked on an analytical journey comparing the military strengths of India and Pakistan along with their allies. We've explored the strengths of the Indian military, a formidable force boasting of a robust structure, advanced weaponry, and a disciplined and dedicated personnel. On the other hand, we delved into the capabilities of Pakistan's military and its allies, providing a balanced perspective. We've also navigated through the hypothetical conflict scenarios, shedding light on the possible outcomes and the various factors that could influence them. Finally, we've discussed India's strategic approach to winning these hypothetical conflicts. With a focus on superior strategy, advanced technology, and an unwavering commitment to its people, India proves to be a formidable adversary. While conflict is undesirable, it is clear that India's military strength and strategic planning make it a formidable adversary in any potential conflict with Pakistan and its allies.